What's going on, guys? Today is an interesting day. I was looking at some stuff and I was looking in the um, internet space. One of the things that I'm finding that is really problematic is people don't want to work. This is something, I don't know if you're seeing this, but you'll go to a restaurant in the middle of the day and it's closed because they don't have enough people to work. And I'm seeing this. Seeing restaurants close. I'm seeing services not offered. I'm seeing delays. I'm seeing um, people don't want to work. I am seeing this over and over and over and over. And part of it, I think, is social media, because with social media, you get this snapshot of people living this extraordinary life without, and it seems like it's effortless. Like I was going Instagram and I was looking at this girl, and all her photos were carefully curated, and I'm just sitting here. And then also, I watch a lot of YouTube ads because I'm always checking out the creative. I'm always checking that out. And I'm seeing people being sold as you don't have to start the hassle of starting a business. You don't have to get a product from China. Everything is being sold to be comfortable. It's like, it's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. It's like, if there's a little bit of stress or there's a little bit of struggle, people out. People are out. And this is why I feel that in 15 years, China's going to be the world's major superpower, because I consistently, like, I put up this video talking about this guy was lying about being a billionaire because, men lie, women lie, but math doesn't lie. He didn't have enough money to buy Bitcoin when it was cheap. And yeah, he gets these referral fees and all this other stuff, but it's not enough to equal $1 billion. It's not. And I was having a conversation, and this is one of the craziest things, because this person is like, why are you so skeptical? And I'm going to bring this up. Remember years and years ago, this white woman in North Carolina killed her kids, and she blamed it. This is what she told the sheriff, that some black man took her van and kids. And the sheriff had enough social intelligence to know that, all right, so this black man took your van, took your kids. This black man, and ain't nobody seen him. That is highly atypical for a black man to be with three little white kids. I'm quite sure there's some black man that's married a white woman with three little kids and he'll be out in public with them. But this is something that gets noticed. The sheriff knew from jump she was lying. The sheriff knew that she was lying. And this brings me back to Carl. That so many people have bought into. Let me see. Let me bring it up. Have bought into this guy being a billionaire. I'm all right. I'm going to give you the playbook. All right.
everyone. Well,
I'm going to give you the playbook. I'm going to give you the playbook. Okay. All right. This is this guy's YouTube channel. This is the guy claiming to be a billionaire. And I've had a lot of people come after me. It's like, well, I'd be skeptical. And I had people that said that, there are so many ways. Once again, $1 billion is a phenomenal amount of money. $1 billion is a lot of money. $1 billion is a lot of money. Okay. And the reason that Carl is so rich is because of this YouTube channel. If he did not have this YouTube channel, he wouldn't have the money. He would not have the money. And I've had so many people come after me saying, he's a billionaire. And part of it is America has become so easily seduced. Because I'm not going to say the promise of cryptocurrency is false. I do believe at some point in the future, we will have a government-backed cryptocurrency. I think in the future that was going to happen. I feel that is the future. I feel that many of the coins that we know today are going to go to zero. At the moment, let's see. This is what Bitcoin's doing. It went under 20,000, like I said. I feel it's going to go to 12,000. And I have all of these people who are seduced by cryptocurrency, seduced, who want to fight with me because they feel that they can sprinkle a little hustle dust on some cryptocurrency and then overnight they'll be a millionaire because they don't want to work. I have noticed that there have been tons and tons and tons of YouTube advertisements saying you don't have to build a business, you don't have to order a product from China, you don't have to do this, and I'm just sitting there like, why are these guys marketing that way? Because they are pushing emotional triggers. Because once again, America is screwed. Right now, we do not have a collective agenda. We don't have American pride like we used to. In the 50s and the 60s, when the man was going to move, that was a moment of national pride. We don't have that anymore. All we have are a bunch of rent-seeking people who want to, quote, secure the bag, without really doing nothing. And I'm here to tell you, if you simply try, you're going to win. Because there's not that much competition. It used to be, when I was in the storage auction business, there was a ton of competition. There was a ton of people coming out there. But today, let me go ahead and kind of give you some insights of what I'm going to do. I'm getting ready to start in a few months. I cannot say exactly when I'm going to do it because I have so many things to do. I'm getting ready to start a Shopify store because I've had many people ask me about the Hustler Kung Fu hoodie, and I'm going to start an apparel brand. And I haven't, once again, I'm going to do the Hustler Kung Fu hoodie. I have so many designs today. I'm going to reach out to a designer. I'm going to have an intellectual property school shirt. I'm going to have a whole bunch of gear. Because at one point, I was really concerned with starting an apparel brand, right? And part of that was competition. And as I looked upon the landscape, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. And this is something else too, because I read a lot of business stuff, and I remember this show. Let me show it to you. American Pickers. All right. Good Lord, they've had 23 seasons. Is that show still on? I think this show is still on. Well, I was listening to a podcast, and there was this guy that was talking about American Pickers, and he said, they've got a shop somewhere, and he said they were selling like $30,000 a month worth of T-shirts. This right here is why I'm going to start a clothing brand. I'm going to show you how I do research. Okay. So this is their website, right? Okay. And I'm going to go, because this will be, I'm going to train you guys how to do this. All right. So they're getting like 47,000 views. Okay. So let's kind of go back and let's see, what are they selling? They're selling T-shirts. All right. So this is how you do this. All right. So you get your calculator out. So they've got 50,000 views. And let's say that 3%, because it could be lower or it can be higher, but it's safe to say that 3% of the people who visit this website will buy something. They could have their marketing dialed in, it could be higher, but at a minimum, they're going to have 3%. So 3%, so plus 3%. So that's 1,500. 1,500 times 30 is $95,000 per month. This website is making $95,000 per month. Do you see anything extraordinary here? I'm getting ready to do the same thing. I'm going to create a Shopify store. I don't know if they're doing Shopify, but this dude's got a lot of followers on Instagram. A lot of followers. So hold on. I meant to share that. Hold on a second. Okay. That's the Instagram. So let me go back. Now, this is the website. This is the website. So if 3% of their traffic, which is 50,000 people a month who come to their website, if 3% of the people who come to this website buy a shirt, and once again, that's the floor. It can be higher. It can be much higher. That's $95,000 a month. $95,000 a month. $95,000 a month. And I'm just sitting here like, man. So let me go to the chat. What's going on? What's up? Duran Apple's giving us raises. That's cool. Who knows, man? What's up, Courtney? What's going on? What's up? Susan Smith, I knew she was lying. Yep. Dennis Leary's working on government regulated cryptos. That's going to be the play. That's going to be the play. Anthony Ortega, you want to go to conferences, you want to get into Facebook groups, you want to do that. What's going on? Always calculate 2%. All right, Travis Reed. That's funny. Shopify is a robust platform because, like, for you to pay someone to build your own website that does exactly what Shopify does, you're looking at $5,000 to $10,000 to go ahead and have a web developer code your website to do what Shopify does for like $25 a month. It's a super deal. Oh yeah, I'm going to start the apparel store. Also, this is something else that's going down too. Something else that's going down. You should always know that I've got other things. All right. So let me go ahead and let you guys know what's going on. We have the program. So going to open up in that window. We have the program, first level. We have courses to teach you financial literacy. One of the reasons that people get in trouble is they don't understand how the money to manage their money and don't understand how to organize their money, and they don't understand. I'm going to have to change that. But essentially, what the program is, and right now I'm going to give you the breakdown. The program is the Art of Profit Business School. If you bought the corporate papers or the corporate toolbox, you're getting the Art of Profit Business School for free. That's why you guys didn't get, because I had a lot of people a little salty because they wanted the intellectual property school for free. And that's totally 100% different content, as you will see once we go ahead. But the program is both of those programs combined. That's why it's called a program. So because I'm going to be building out the intellectual property school this month, and then I'm going to get it to the program, because this is where we're going to get in the holding company game. This is where we're going to get into real business game. We're going to get into sales, marketing, branding, hiring, all of this other stuff, and the holding company game, how to play. I'm going to show you some stuff that's going to literally blow your mind with holding companies. It's literally going to blow your mind with holding companies. And what I am doing starting today, the program is it's already in the description box. You can get in for 75% off, get both of these programs. I've already sent to the people in the intellectual property. The people who bought the intellectual property school are getting in the program for 97% off. So once again, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to just let you know, there's something else coming after this. There's something else coming after this. So if you want that next thing that's coming, you want to jump on this. You want to jump on this month. So the day is the 1st of July, and you can get in for 75% off until July 31st. So that's what's going on. And we're going to get into it, because I can tell you the intellectual property school is going to be lit. It's going to be lit. So it's in the description box how you can access this. And then You will, that will go below. All right. So I don't know audio engineers. People getting away from Amazon? I didn't know that. I have no clue. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and tell you why I'm not going to use print on demand. I've looked at print on demand. I've looked at the whole metrics. Um, what I'm getting ready to do when I start my Shopify store, I'm actually going to hold inventory. And I'm going to tell you why. Teesprings, all of these print on demand apps, you get chump change. If you order enough t-shirts, and once again, I've done this before, you can order a mixture. You can order a bunch of hoodies, you can order t-shirts, and your cost per hoodie or t-shirt could be as low as $4. And then you turn around and you sell it for 30. You made a $24 profit margin. But when you use print on demand, you might make $5 or $6. Because there's a reason shirts are $30, because that's a price point that most people feel comfortable paying. If your t-shirt's really lit, you might be able to get away with 40, if you got a really good design. But that's why I'm not using print on demand. Once again, this is kind of the whole thesis of this conversation. If you want to deploy the do more principle, like I'm going to find a printer, I'm going to print up some hoodies, because once again, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with the intellectual property school. Everyone that signs up, like, let me go ahead and give you the breakdown. What I'm going to do with the intellectual property school. Right now, it's cheap because it's not built out. But as I build it out, I'm going to keep increasing the price. And I have done some research. There's someone that's selling a course that is comparable, but not as inclusive. And it doesn't have everything that I'm going to put in the intellectual property. And they're selling this course for $6,000. So I'm probably going to sell it for $6,000 to $7,000 a few months in the future. And then I'm going to build staff. I'm going to do all of the things that they say you don't have to do. I'm going to hold inventory. I'm going to hire people. I'm going to be a manager. Oh, really? Yeah, I stopped using Gumroad a long time ago. The program was a good football movie. Yeah, the program's going to be dope. So I'm working on that. I got no disability. I have some friends who got disability, but I didn't get anything. Start an internet business. Will Cooper, with a corporate structure, if I get a loan with my holding company. All right, here's the thing. You get a loan for your holding company. That is not a tax deduction. That is a taxable expense. It's a difference. It's not a deduction, because you get that loan, that's an expense. And the expense is like you pay back the loan. The interest that you pay back on the loan is a taxable deduction. So, once you do it, yeah, you can do whatever you want to. You can loan it to um your your operating companies. But once again, taxation, tax deductions, expenses all flow up to the holding company. And we're going to get really deep in a lot of holding company game, because let me explain something to you. That debacle of a car rental business And I sold another car today. I am down to 9 cars. Yes. I'm so excited. I'm down to 9 cars. And because I use company money to buy those cars, that's going to be a taxable spend. I'm going to break all this down in the corporate game, in the program. What do you mean impossible to increase your payments? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm working. I thought only mortgage interest was a tax deduction. Welcome to my world. When you have a business and you use money and spend money in your business, you could create write downs, which are not tax deductions, but they kind of act and look like tax deductions, actual tax deductions. There's so much that we're going to get into. Thank you. Yes, 9 cars left to dump. 9 cars left to dump. I'm getting rid of them. I was actually, yeah, see, this is one of the reasons, because here's the thing. Let me show you. Good Lord. Okay. Now, let me show you the trifecta. All right. So I got this. I got this. And I got this. I'm going to use these cards for the business. Because one of the reasons I got them back is, we're opening up, we're traveling again. I was using cash back, but honestly, I prefer travel rewards more so than cash back, because everyone is kind of stuck at 1.5%. And if you juice these rewards correctly, you can get extreme value out of travel. But like what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get the business versions of those 2 cards, of the platinum and the Sky Miles. Probably going to get that in October. But right now, I haven't been with American Express for a few years, so I got to rebuild that relationship. But like this card, I just got this card a week ago, right? I've already run $10,000 through this card. I'm probably going to run 20 to 30,000 through this card per month, which is going to actually activate American Express when I go for those business cards. I'm going to get very high limits. Like the limit on, the limit on this one is 40,000. So I'm talking some super limits going forward. If you want to like switch, maybe let me know, because one of the things I found out, there's a reason that the payment plan is 150, because whenever I do 250, 300, 400, $500 a month payment plans, people tend to default on those. So yeah, I like the Delta card. But once again, guys, the American spirit is weak. The American spirit is weak. And you have so many people who are trying to rent seek. They're trying to rent seek. They're not trying to build anything. They're not trying, once again, let's talk about the people who operate from theory and the people who are actually practitioners. And most of the people online operate from theory, because what you'll see is information that's regurgitated. Okay. And what you would have, like, once again, I've done the math. Like I can take this card, because this is a credit card, right? I could take this card and go and buy $10,000 worth of inventory. and I could make payments, or I could take money from the other company and pay it off. So I can go out and get inventory, finance my inventory, because I'm not gonna like put a balance on this and pay. I haven't paid interest 15, 20 years. I haven't paid interest. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, get the merch, pay cash for it, and buy in bulk. Because, like, once again, everyone that signs up for the intellectual property school is going to get an organic money hoodie. And then at some point, the design is going to change. And what, will people um will be able to order? This is why I'm going to start a Shopify store, because, like, once again, American Pickers, if you do 2%, because their traffic, let's see, they're doing 2%, 50,000 plus 2%. So that's 1,000 times 30. Whoa. So that's like 30,000 a month. And I guarantee you that they're getting their t-shirts for $2 to $3 a piece. I guarantee it. All right. The average person can get a credit limit of 20 to 25,000 pretty easily. I'm talking about 100K limits right off the rift, because American Express gave me 40K on that platinum. Well, the platinum doesn't really have, quote, a limit. It depends on how you use it. But on that Delta, they gave me 40K out the gate. So if I go ahead and use that card and spend 20 to 30,000 a month for the next 3 months, then apply for that business card, that will put me about 75 to 100K. So that's a super limit. That's something you can really do something with. You have way more control when you carry your own inventory, way more control. Because people don't know how to manage money. People don't know how to manage money, man. Part of its environmental notice when I was in Silicon Valley. Yeah, because in California and in San Francisco, they're urging you to start a business. It's startup central. Thank you. Like, I don't have a feeling about notary agents. I do know that a lot of people are using this as a way to create additional money or money. I don't know anything about notaries except that I've used them. When I bought my car in Florida, they sent a notary to the house. I had to sign paperwork and give her the check. Then she shipped it down to them and they shipped me the car. So I can't say, I really don't know anything about the business. So I can't really speak on it. Thank you. Yeah, the people who bought the intellectual property school will get 97% off the program. I already sent the email out and they have to the end of the month to jump in. And then after that, there's going to be something else. So I got a lot of stuff. I'm cooking with gas because right now, there is no competition in my space. I have absolutely no competition. Anton bitch ass Daniels is no competition to me. Number one, his knowledge base compared to mine is like that. My knowledge base is like this, and this is his knowledge base. He's not a competitor in any sense of the word. Erica Williams It's not a competitor in any sense of the word. I have this whole lane to my damn self because no one's in it. And you want to know why no one's in it? Because no one's doing it. Who else on the internet is talking about holding companies? Who else on the internet has two holding companies? Who? I actually am playing the holding company game. I am playing like right now when I explain to you, because I haven't filed my taxes for a reason. Because right now I'm strategizing. Okay. And, I already paid taxes. So I'm not worried about, because people's like, you have to let them know or file for an extension. No, I already paid taxes. I'm getting a huge refund back. So I'm not even worried about it. But I'm sitting here and I'm strategizing and I'm playing chess with the Internal Revenue Service. It's like, because as I sat down and I talked to my CPA, I was like, good Lord, this car rental business from a business standpoint was an absolute disaster. But from a tax standpoint, it's beautiful. The benefits I'm getting from that, I'm going to get tax benefits for last year, which is I haven't filed, and I'm going to get tax benefits this year because I'm playing the holding company game. You got to get your skills up. You got to get your skills up 100%. This is interesting. My UPS box was doing fingerprinting, and every day they would have a line of 15 to 20 people every day because the UPS guy was having problems hiring people. So they just shut that off. But there's a huge demand for fingerprinting. I was unaware of that until I talked to him. So once again, your big thing is you got to let people know that's what you do. So that's a service that people are looking for. So you're going to have to run ads, display ads. Oh, I don't care about the haters. I don't care about them at all. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Uh, if you want to sign up, it's in the description box. Yeah, I have no competition. Earn Your Leisure is not competition for me. Him 500 is not competition for me. I have a blue ocean. I have a blue ocean. There's no one talking about holding company game. No one talking about business credit. Like, all right, let's go ahead and have this conversation. I'm going to do a video on the corporate game. I cannot recommend the Wells Fargo secured business credit card. I had two of them. And this is what Wells Fargo did, because I was like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for them to unsecure the cards. And they never did. Then I'm out Friday and I tried because I had moved all my spend to my business cards. And I tried to use one and it got declined. And I tried to use the other one that got declined. And this has been a problem that had been happening. So I woke up and I wrote the CEO of Wells Fargo a letter. And then I tried to use the card to send the letter via FedEx. Then I called, and guess what Wells Fargo did? Wells Fargo closed not only my secured credit cards, but my Wells Fargo checking account. And this is the thing. I got a letter saying that these accounts will be closed with no reason. I have no clue to why they closed them. So I cannot in good conscience recommend the Wells Fargo secured business credit card because I was talking to a banker and he says he thinks they're going to get rid of it because I used that card, never carried the balance, spent $100K on it a month and paid it in full and they wouldn't unsecure it. So I cannot lead people to get the Wells. Like here's the thing. Let's have this conversation. If you have bad credit, you need to start working on your credit, because what I have learned is that when you get these secured credit card products, until your FICO score changes, you're not getting any love. I don't care how you use it. I don't care if you pay in full. I don't care if you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on it and never carry a balance. Until your FICO score changes, ain't nothing. So I cannot recommend. I was sitting there like, and I was just perplexed because, like I said, American Express, 40K, 40K off the riff. And I just put down my salary. I didn't put down my business income. I just, because this is a personal card, 40K right off the riff. Do you know that I use this card the way that I plan on using it? Next time, because American Express, you can ask for a credit limit increase, 61 days and 91 days, and you can go 3 times your credit limit. Now, at some point, you got to be careful because that could trigger a financial review where FedEx is, well, not FedEx, but American Express is going to ask to look at your tax records. So before I do all that, I got to make sure I file my taxes. Erica, Anton, none of these bitches, they can't carry my damn bath water. They're rookies. I'm the MVP. They're rookies. The look back rule for taxes is, yeah, once again, I got all kinds of stuff going on here. I don't know what the real ID is. Premium fuel. Like, once again, like I feel that Earn Your Leisure guys have exposed a lot of people to a lot of things and they're doing a good job. But once again, I am a practitioner. I'm a practitioner. I operate on the boots on the ground level. I'm actually doing this stuff for real. Hey. And once again, like I have drawn a line because anybody ask me about how to get a better job, I don't know. I haven't had a job in 24 years. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm like, Wells Fargo, close my accounts. I'm just going to move on, man. That's wild. There will definitely be a correction with real estate. There will definitely be a correction. Oh, yeah. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing way more live streams on B School for Hustlers. It's like today, I just wanted to have this conversation because if you want to start a business, just try. Just try. There are so many people who are not even trying. Because right now, this is one of the things I run into all of the time. The theorists, the people who practice theory and regurgitate content that they heard without putting it into practice. Prime example, this dude who has a video talking about cargo vans. You can start a cargo van for $300. It doesn't work. And people are, sharing this video and it's getting all this traction. Oh, I have good credit. Like, I don't have as many credit cards as the credit plug, but I got a few. I got a few. And the utilization on my personal credit report is 0 at the moment. I have nothing reporting. That's right. I'm the MVP because once again, because I was sitting down and I was, I have all my notes and stuff on my desk and I was just strategizing. And then I realized I have this lane completely to myself. Completely. I have no competition nowhere. Do you can believe can anyone can be rich or only certain people to be meant to be rich? I did a whole video about that talking about upward mobility. And this is what I believe. If you are smart enough and you position yourself in the right environment, I'm going to say me moving to Sandy Springs is about 75% responsible for my success because I was around money. I saw money every day. I saw people driving Lambos, Bentleys, Porsches, Cordell Stewart, Dr. J, Theo Radcliffe. Uh, I just saw money all over the place and it motivated me. So I feel if you position yourself and put yourself in the right environment, that's key. That's really key. And you do the right level of work. You just can't work hard. That's not going to get it. But you do the right level of work. Yes, you can get rich. Anyone, it really depends upon how you position yourself, how you educate yourself. It's possible. I have a goal to create 50,000 corporate citizens. A corporate citizen is a person that has a business that makes 250,000 a year, because that's the benchmark where stuff starts to change. All right, congratulations. That's a nice score. Fuck Erica. Y'all can tell her that. Bitch know what she did. Fuck Erica. Robots and automation. Will. Yep. I've got some projects going on in Fiverr right now. I love Fiverr. I don't know anything about clickbait. I do know that certain people made a lot of clickbank. A lot of people made money, but uh, I don't know. I don't really know anything about it. This is kind of what I did when I went to Rent-A-Crate in panel systems and business environments. They weren't just jobs. They were stepping stones to me starting my own business. I have no clue to why Wells Fargo just shut my stuff off. I haven't, and the letter they sent me didn't tell me. And I asked them, I was like, when I'm getting my $50,000 back? Because right now my $50,000 is just floating in limbo. It's like I should be getting a check any day now. All right. You must be buying a lot of gas, man. You must be buying a lot of gas. And see, that's one of the things, because what's happened now is for me to, because a 40K limit is quite nice, but for me to get more money, I got to use the card. So, like what I was doing, like last month, I spent like 41,000 on the Wells Fargo card. So I'm just moving all that spend to the American Express family. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of credit cards. I just don't talk about it. It took me 8 years to bring my TransUnion to 787 and FICO to 701 and get instant pre-qual. Congratulations, man. Because here's the thing. In this classy girl's story is you got to take care of your credit, because it used to be that you could get a credit card product and use it a certain way and build a relationship with that bank. That's over. You must have the right FICO score to get access. You're like the Wells Fargo. I got good credit, and Wells Fargo refused to graduate that card. And I told the banker, I was like, it's because of the limit, because they were going to have to graduate it to a $25,000 limit, and they didn't want to do that. All right. The state that you're in, man, the state that you're in. Like, I don't get into all of this Wyoming and all this other stuff, because once you start getting into that, then you start opening yourself up to more risk. All right, do your thing, man. That could be true. That could be true. Oh, really? A lot of fingerprinting ads? I haven't seen them. Because Erica's a bitch. Let me tell you why I go hard on Erica. During October, that bitch chose to say some shit about me that wasn't true. And she chose to move over to the lead attorney and to go over there with Anton Daniels, and fuck that bitch. She's burnt this bridge. She will never be welcome in my house again, because the bitch lied. She said some shit that wasn't true. That's why I go hard on Erica. Let's see. Well, once again, we'll be talking about that in the school. LLC all day long. No, you don't need a physical location in the beginning. You just need a place where they can meet. My client who started the cleaning company, she met her manager and cleaner at her house in the beginning. But once you scale up and you get a crew, you will need a location. All right, do your thing, man. Yeah, because this whole notion of quitting your job, um, you got to keep your job. If I get a house, I may move back. Yeah, it depends on what kind of service business you have. Oh, a lot of people are getting in the fingerprint business. I did not know. I haven't seen those ads. All right. And this is like, I currently have 42 open primary accounts on my credit report. Most of them are showing zero. All right. We will see. And also, I was going to start a credit repair business. And do you guys know that there was this channel on YouTube called A Credit Game? This guy is under indictment or investigation by the federal government. So I'm really glad that I did not do the credit game, because, like I said, I didn't like the business, and since the car rental business, if I get in the business and I really don't like it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. You for sale? That's funny. I mean, yeah, because like right now, they're going after a lot of credit repair companies. So once again, I'm glad I listened to my little voice and I said, you don't want to get in this business, because they're going after people who are doing credit repair. They're going after them hard. You need to work on your credit. I would start with US Bank. US Bank, they have secured credit products that graduate. But once the thing with US Bank is your credit score has to get to a certain point. You have to get all of the derogatories off your credit before they would graduate that card. But it will graduate. Yeah, shut his channel down. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't get into credit. I think the best time is to get into business is when the market is like it is now. If you get into real estate now, it's going to govern your perspective going forward because you're dealing with some hardships. I don't know if you can remove a bankruptcy from your credit report. Yeah, because like I said, I'm so glad I did not get into credit because it's crazy. That's funny. All right, all right. I cannot speak on what's going on with him 500. I really don't know. And one of the things is I have a policy. If I don't know, because I kind of heard that JT Pocket Watching with JT did something on him, and I kind of heard some stuff, but I really don't know. I have no clue to what him 500 is really doing. I do know that he's not a competitor of mine because based on the things he teaches. Um, if you're using that card really heavily, and I would say if you're maxing out, if you're using that card to twice your credit limit, let's say your credit limit's 5,000 and you're using it to 10,000 a month, they will raise your limit. There's something on your credit report that's keeping them from raising your limit. I guarantee it. Oh man. Um, I was at Verizon because I'm going to start traveling more. So I was going to get a hotspot and I couldn't get into my Verizon account. And it's so hard because of crime and fraud. People are hacking into people's Verizon accounts and ordering phones. It's crazy. Crime and fraud. Jason, man, it is stupid right now. It is stupid. What's up, Robert? Now, they will, any bank, if you have a credit card and you're not using it, like I'm at risk with some of my cards. I'm at risk because I don't use them. I don't know what him's going to get. I went for the platinum because, like, once again, you got to have a strategy, and I'm going to tell you my strategy. I went with the platinum because, well, I'm going with the business platinum because after $150,000 to spend, then your points you get 1.5 miles per dollar spent, and I just see what's going to happen once I get to that level. Because right now I have enough spend that I can spend that and pay it off for the end of the month. So it's not going to impact my FICO score. All right, Alpha Lat, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Because I'm not in the living room. That's the living room. So right now, because I mean, Verizon has locked it down. They have locked it down. I had to call and go through some changes to get into my account. So crime and fraud is like crazy. Oh, you will see a lot of fraud, a lot of crime. So um, once again, like I haven't even used the platinum yet. I've used the cash. Um, the cash, they gave me a $25,000 limit, but I'm just because like what I like to do is focus my spend. So pretty much because I just paid this one off today, but I'm gonna put everything on this. Like what I did is I went online, I have my DoorDash, my Instacart, all that stuff goes to this card because I pay my health insurance, I pay my car insurance, I pay my rent with that card. So I have on a conservative estimate about $10,000 worth of regular spend per month. 10,000. So that's going on that card. And then once I crank open the platinum, because like the American Express lounges are nice in the airport. It's cozy. It's cool. All right. Yeah, you cannot be using that debit card in this environment right now. You cannot be using your debit card. Nope. What's up? I'm the MVP, man. Cause like seriously, I was just sitting back really thinking, I actually have no competition. None for the things I do. There's no one who's doing the things that I do. And a lot of my stuff is proprietary. So it's pretty cool. Well, see, here's the thing, Travis. It depends on what's on your credit report. If you have a bunch of primary accounts, like 10 to 15 in good standing, even with a lower credit score, you can still get some stuff because you have a better profile. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I've switched to miles and stuff because, like I said, I'm gonna start traveling and doing some stuff because July and August I'm gonna be focused on building out the courses, and then September I'm going to the Bahamas or Bermuda. I haven't really decided. You want to get away from the debit card. Every time, like I got every time you use your debit card, you expose your bank account to risk. And fraud is at an all-time high. The debt scams. There was, I forget, it was Truist. I forget their business accounts were getting hacked. And if you're a business owner, you want to take that business debit card out your wallet and only use it at the bank or to draw cash out of your bank's ATM. You do not want to expose your business account. Like, let me go ahead and tell you my protection plan for my business accounts. I have one business account that has a debit card and checks to it. And that account only has like 450 bucks in it right now. Whenever I have to do something, I transfer money because I have several accounts that don't have a debit card, that don't have checks. So the only way that someone can get into those accounts is they would literally have to get my phone to hack in because the numbers have never been exposed. So you got to be careful if you have a business because let's say you lose $100,000. Your bank's not going to be quick, fast, in a hurry to give you that 100K back. I guarantee you that. All right, Ty, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Man, people don't want to work. Yeah, because Fiverr doesn't take American Express. But I have another business credit card because I let's see, is it in here? This is another business credit card I have, and it's a charge card because you have to pay it off the fifth of the month at the end of the. You have to pay it off by the fifth of the month the next month. So it's a charge card. And I actually took the Divvy card, which had my highest business credit limit, out my wallet because, like with Divvy, the thing with Divvy is they operate from how much money you have in the bank for your credit limit. So my credit limit was going up and down. And I was just like, good Lord, you can't trust this thing. You can't trust it. Tony T, appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. He's giving some of that sauce, as they like to say. Frank Boo, what are you trying to do? Because the creator code works for which code isn't working? You gotta click it. You gotta put the code in and then click it. Really? Track phone? Well, I have another business credit card for that, but at the moment they weren't taking. That will be much later. I'm be honest. I make way more money from the business training than I do from the man's training, but it'll be coming in the future. Yes, the repo is going to mess you up. It's going to mess you up big time. It is. Yeah, you got to stop using those debit cards. Well, what you can do is buy yourself a good used car and just wait that period out where you're going to have a jacked up credit, because that repo is going to be a big barrier to many things. So what you need to do is to go ahead and get yourself 3 secured cards now, max them out, and then use them wisely. All right, man. That's all I got for you guys today. Just had to get that off my mind. So once again, the program is going to be real cool. It's going to be real cool. I'll talk to you guys later.